Now at 10, nearly 2 marathons in just one day. Why people in our area are walking dozens of miles today and the lessons they're trying to share. And more than a week after going missing, we're still waiting for more answers from the sheriff's office on the disappearance of a Windsor couple. Plus, after 4 years of controversy, the statues are down in Charlottesville. Reaction from city leaders and why they say more work needs to be done.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. A group of volunteers is looking to raise more than $1 million by attempting to travel nearly 2 marathons distance in one day. Adam Duxter joined the group on their journey this afternoon.
In early morning,
I started at 4 a.m.
for a big goal.
We are walking 50 miles in one day to raise funds and to raise awareness for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County.
Peter Gray and Vic Villacrez, just 2 taking on the challenge this afternoon. Still in good spirits, about halfway through.
We're at mile 26 now, so it's been a breeze, right? Piece of cake.
Too bad so far.
We floated here.
Today, the group of Boys and Girls Club volunteers will visit every site in Dane County, starting in Sun Prairie before heading to the new downtown location, then around through the west side before returning where they started. They're hopeful the $1.5 million they're attempting to raise will pay for a training center to teach teens skilled trades. So, well, the company is nice.
The camaraderie shit, just the discussions, how often you get a chance, to talk to somebody for 10 miles. All the way back to Sun Prairie.
The walkers today say it's why they're walking that makes the 50 miles worth it.
We're breaking all records, and we need it because we've set a more ambitious goal than ever before to open up this building.
In Madison, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
The fundraising will continue next Saturday as the Boys and Girls Club hosts its Move event before hosting a party later that night. Another cool and cloudy summer day in south central Wisconsin. This is a live look at the Capitol from our Edgewater Skycam. A warm-up isn't too far off for us, but there's also more chances for rain tomorrow. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton.
Yeah, we'll see some rain chances building in before we really shift to that warm-up as we look ahead to the middle of next week. Of course, today, a cloudy day. Here's a time-lapse from our WIC-TV Skycam. We did see a few pockets of sun coming through, especially for areas north of Dane County. Our visible cloud track bringing in quite a bit of cloud coverage throughout southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois earlier today. Rain showers trending in northern Illinois. We saw a few rain showers creeping into the very southern edge of Rock County, but right now we're seeing a dry spot for southern Wisconsin. I think the next round of showers will hold off until after midnight. Temperature-wise, we're in the mid-60s. We're planning on those temps to drop just a little more for our overnight lows. We'll have the chance for showers again, mainly south of Madison, before some more rain chances really build in for tomorrow. Scattered showers likely for tomorrow with high temperatures in the low 70s. Another cool day, another breezy day. Wind speeds will pick up a little more for tomorrow, though, with the 10 to 20 mile per hour range and gusts in the mid-20s. So we're cool for just another day or two before we warm back up and really have those summer temperatures building back in. Amanda, we'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
We're still waiting for more answers tonight on the identity of human remains found Thursday by the Dane County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Calvin Barnes says they found those remains in connection with their search for a missing couple from Windsor. Barrett says the medical examiner's office is conducting the autopsy this weekend, but results might have to wait until early next week. He didn't want to speculate yesterday on if the remains belong to Bart and Krista Halderson, but did say interviews from friends, family, and neighbors during their investigation led them to those remains. The Haldersons' 23-year-old son, Chandler, remains in jail tonight after law enforcement claims he provided false information during their investigation. We could know those autopsy results as early as Monday, but until then, the Sheriff's Office continues to ask anyone with information about the Haldersons' location to contact the Dane County Communication Center or the Sheriff's Office tip line. This week, when our Adam Duxter spoke with Chandler Halderson off camera, he said his parents were picked up by a couple. Take a listen.
They were picked up by their friends, who I never got the name of, and I assumed it was someone I was aware of. The close neighbors of theirs up the street, or their best friends down on the east side. So that's what I assumed. I never really asked any further.
A lot of you are sharing this story on channel3000.com. You can head to our website to listen to the full interview with Chandler or read the transcript. And as we learn more about this developing story, be sure to stay with News 3 Now on air and online, or download our free Channel 3000 News app to stay connected on the go. Next tonight, police are investigating following a rollover crash this afternoon on the Beltline. MPD says it happened at Verona Road right after 4 o'clock. One person was hurt in that crash, while 2 people who were in the car ran off. Police say those 2 people were later identified. 3 westbound lanes were closed for about an hour after the crash. A Cassville man is being charged with mistreatment of an animal after the Grant County Sheriff's Office says he threw a kitten into the Mississippi River. This all happened on Monday in the village of Cassville. That's where deputies say 19-year-old Brandon Klein allegedly threw the kitten into the river because its rear legs were paralyzed. Law enforcement believes Klein intended to kill the kitten, but thanks to a witness, that kitten was recovered and is now being cared for by a new owner. We're continuing to follow new developments out of Surfside, Florida tonight. 2.5 weeks after the deadly condo collapse, more bodies are being pulled out from the rubble. The death toll now sits at 86 people. 43 people remain unaccounted for. Meanwhile, some of the rescue workers in Surfside are heading home. A local church held a ceremony tonight to thank Israel's rescue workers for their efforts the past 2 weeks. Rescue efforts will continue until the rubble is cleared. That's expected to take at least 2 more weeks. But there are new concerns tonight about some buildings in South Florida. The Miami-Dade County Courthouse is closed after an engineer reported safety concerns with the structure. The engineer's report recommends some of the building's top floors close while repairs are completed. All business in the nearly 100-year-old courthouse will go virtual beginning on Monday. It's been nearly 4 years since a violent and deadly protest march in Charlottesville, Virginia. Today, the city took another step toward recovery, taking down 2 Confederate statues. But as Andrew Webb explained, city leaders say today is just the tip of the iceberg.
This should have happened a long time ago.
A bronze statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee has looked over Market Street Park since 1917. Conversations surrounding its removal in 2016 led to the Unite the Right rally at this very park in August of 2017.
Our community battles with the falsities that have created to enshrine and preserve whiteness as supreme.
Nakia Walker is the mayor of Charlottesville.
Taking down this statue is one small step closer to the goal of helping Charlottesville, Virginia, and America.
Just after 8 in the morning on Saturday, straps held Lee in place as a crane lifted the general from its base. Statue waving through the air to applause from the crowd before being placed on a flatbed truck and hauled to city storage.
Object was only important because of the race of the man who sat upon the horse. His greatest honor was his whiteness and the treason that he committed.
While the statue is no longer in place, creator of the initial petition to have the statues removed, Ziona Bryant, says the fight towards equity doesn't end here.
Removing the statue is only the tip of the iceberg. There is so much work left to do to address affordable housing, to address policing, to address the wealth gap.
There stands Jackson like a stone wall is the quote from a Civil War battlefield that gave the Confederate general the infamous nickname. Now the only thing that stands from Jackson is the stone that Stonewall was planted on.
Today, the statue comes down, and we're one small step closer to a more perfect union.
The Charlottesville City Council approved a $1 million budget for relocating the statues in its emergency session this morning. 3 years ago today, this was the scene in Sun Prairie. A gas explosion leveled a downtown city block in the city, destroying a handful of businesses and buildings and killing Fire Captain Corey Barr. Last year, on the 2-year anniversary of the explosion, the city unveiled a statue dedicated to Barr and all of the fire personnel who responded. A portion of Angel Street near the fire station, as well as the city's post office, have also been renamed in honor of Barr. Jimmy and Rosalind Carter are celebrating their 75th wedding anniversary. The longest married presidential couple in history hosted a private event tonight in Georgia.
75 years, I can't predict.
And then along came Jimmy Carter, and my life's been an adventure ever since. Thank you. I love you.
The former president says his secret to a long-lasting marriage is marrying the right person. He also says a couple should never go to bed angry. Armed but not dangerous. Still ahead at 10, why the Baraboo community is coming together with Nerf this weekend and how it's helping people who are going through a rough time. Plus, there's one day left in this year's Mendota Sailboat Regatta. Will the weather cooperate tomorrow? Dana's back with your certified most accurate forecast. Next.
The only thing better than tacos is faster tacos. Enter new Johnsonville taco sausage. Premium cuts of authentically seasoned ground pork. Just sizzle and serve. Now your family can enjoy tasty tacos in 10 minutes.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Here's the thing. When you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. No trade-in required or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Time for me to try.
Illinois, home to the iconic Route 66, the Great River Road, and countless road trips to discover. Find yours at enjoyillinois.com.
Yeah, I rewired everything.
With what?
I don't know, just some stuff. It'll work fine.
Just right would be better than fine, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
That's why Toyota Service Center technicians use genuine Toyota parts. They're designed specifically for your Toyota to work just right.
Sounds really good.
Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places.
Sunday morning, we are running through the day's top local stories, and Austin will have our Sunday morning forecast to get us prepared for the work week. Join us Sunday morning at 6:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
After a difficult year for the arts community, one of Madison's biggest art shows is back. Today marked the return of the art fair off the square. The two-day event kicked off this morning. It showcases about 140 Wisconsin arts and crafts people. While the art fair on the square isn't until September, organizers and artists say the arts need support now more than ever before. If you missed today's show, you could still check out the fair tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. near the Monona Terrace Convention Center. A Baraboo event today turned a park into a war zone and families into teams. As Brad Hamilton and photojournalist Anna Hansen shows us, the bullets may have been foam, but the chaos was completely real.
They say all is fair in the love and war.
We don't always have to take ourselves so seriously.
At today's Nerf battle in Baraboo, though, it seems like everybody won.
Trying to mend the community and broken homes and families.
After months of planning, the first official community Nerf war in Oshner Park today drew a crowd of over 120 armed, but not dangerous.
It's been a pleasure and honor, I don't know, to just help put this together for the community.
The event started as a casual backyard game at founder Thunder Decora's home in Mauston. Decora says he would host the Nerf wars between his own kids and kids from 2 other families as a part of his ministry's goal to foster innocent play.
We started at our house and it just started growing. With everything that's going on in the world, we just wanted to carve out a safe space for them.
But hosting wasn't something that Decora embraced right away.
I was really skeptical at first because it was hard for me to even have people over at my house. And then you're asking me to have 17 kids over.
He soon came around, and the flying foam bullets caught the attention of Lori Seafruit, who's the executive director of Encourage Uprising, which is a resource to those battling addiction.
The way that we connect is we come together with a common goal, a common purpose. Nerf Wars was it today. Encourage exists because we are focused on recovery.
Seafruit and Decora worked together today to plan the event, something that Decora says goes beyond Nerf guns in the park.
This is just kids and toys. Imagine what people can do. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Decora says he hopes to expand the event to other communities in the future and has had plenty of volunteers come forward to help make it happen. You can learn more about Encourage Uprising on its website. That's encourageuprising.com. In more local news, one of Madison's biggest community fridges is on the move. After 1 year on East Johnson, the curbside food pantry is heading 2 blocks north to Christ Presbyterian Church. Earlier this spring, city inspectors threatened to shut it down, citing zoning laws. But now that the fridge has the new home, it can continue its take what you need, leave what you can mission. Anyone can give or get food from the community fridge.
It's a value for our family that we really try not to waste food and that we like to share food with other folks. And so this is just a really easy way to do this.
Jenny Maurer is one of the East Side neighbors who donates extra items she knows her kids won't eat from the boxes the school district sends them. Volunteers from the River Food Pantry, local restaurants, and grocery stores also help fill the fridge with the nearly 500 pounds of fresh food each week. Lake Mendota's weekend-long sailboat competition is back on track after being postponed yesterday due to lack of wind. More than 40 teams of sailors from all over the Midwest made their way onto the water for a series of mile-long races throughout the day. Sailors say though the wind is more favorable today, that doesn't equal consistency on the water.
Anything can happen. We tend to watch the wind several days before just to get a handle on what we think is going to happen or what we think is going to change and try to predict when they need the fourth. But, you know, Mother Nature can change in a second.
Assuming the weather cooperates, the Mendota Lake Regatta will continue tomorrow. If you want to check it out, organizers say the best places to watch are the Union Terrace and Tenney Park. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Dana Fulton. Dana, what do you think? Is there going to be enough wind?
It is going to be windy tomorrow, yes. So I think it should be pretty good for them. Wind speed's about 10 to 20 miles per hour, so it should be just windy enough, but hopefully not too windy outside. Today we did hit a high of 76 degrees. You could see that cloud coverage through the northern Midwest, kind of keeping everyone a little cooler as the rest of the country dealing with very hot temperatures. Off on the West Coast still dealing with that record-breaking heat. That will likely continue for tomorrow. And as we look ahead to next week, the trend just really keeping things warm off to the west. Temperatures will stay in the 70s for tomorrow, and for Monday, we'll have on and off rain chances for us overnight for Sunday and for most of the work week, really. Continuing to see some spotty showers and potentially a few isolated thunderstorms, especially once we get into the work week when temperatures really warm up. That warm up and an increase in our humidity will help fuel the opportunity to see rounds of rain almost every afternoon next week. Overnight, we're mostly cloudy. The best opportunity for showers still really south of Madison once we get after midnight. For tomorrow, we'll have mostly cloudy skies with the chance for showers and thunderstorms mainly in the afternoon and evening. I think much of the day will stay dry, and overall we won't see much accumulation, but we do still have the chance to see some showers and isolated thunderstorms. That will continue into Monday. Again, mainly south of Madison for the opportunity opportunity to see some steadier showers. As things really heat up for us into the work week, we'll have better chances to see some rain building in. Quite likely that we will be above average in our 6 to 10 day and our 8 to 14 day outlook. So that moves us to the end of July, and not just for southern Wisconsin, but off to the west also, where and they're still dealing with record-breaking heat, and it would be nice to see temperatures trending below average off to the west for a few days at least. Tomorrow, highs will be in the low 70s, so still cool outside, a little breezy, wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour, and we will have those scattered showers, potentially isolated thunderstorms for late Sunday. Now, Monday, high temperatures will be in the mid-70s. It'll be a little more humid outside. Plan on a little more sun coming through and the chance for some showers and isolated thunderstorms. That'll continue into the middle of the week, and temperatures will start to climb into the 80s then. Once we get a little warmer and a little more humid, we'll have better chances for showers and isolated thunderstorms through the work week, with a drier trend expected to build in by next weekend.
It'll be nice to have some sunshine back. It's been kind of gray.
It's been a little gray. It's been nice to not be too hot and humid.
Yes, the humidity.
But some
I'm glad
sun,
about
right?
that.
It's summer. We'd like a little bit of sunshine.
Just a little. That'll be good. All right, thank you so much, Dana. The Brewers closing out the first half of the regular season against the Reds, hoping to move back into the win column at home. Highlights coming up in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You may hate the color rouge. Well, now it's sapphire blue. Why stick with something you despise? So in life, the rose you just say, better get Mako.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
Yeah, it's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
At Stanley Steamer, we love homes. It's why we started cleaning them over 70 years ago and why we still continue today. According to the CDC, cleaning is a necessary first step of any disinfection process. We use detergents and cleaning agents to ensure that your home is prepared for whatever life brings in. Whatever home means to you, we're ready when you are to make sure your space is clean and that you and the ones you care about most are safe.
Forecast, plenty of sunshine through today for the season.
Rush hour will never feel the same. Experience thrilling performance from our entire line of vehicles at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. See Lexus of Madison.
I think we're lost.
We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're lost.
What are we gonna do?
Give me your machete. I can build a shelter.
I do not have a machete.
Oh, now who came unprepared?
You know what? You don't get lost going bowling.
No! You're making a mistake here.
What are you doing?
I'm streaming the season finale.
You have a signal?
Yeah, I got Spectrum Mobile, so they're the fastest overall and more reliable.
So you can call for help?
Oh, yeah. As soon as this episode is over. It feels like you want me to call now.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile for the fastest overall speeds and most reliable service coast to coast. It's a better way to mobile. It's Spectrum Mobile.
Another person is dead after a crash along East Washington. This is the second deadly crash on the corridor in a week.
People are still dying on East Washington Avenue. So I'm asking, what isn't being done?
Naomi Coles gets answers. Wednesday on News 3 Now at 10. A News 3 Now investigation uncovered hundreds of workplace safety complaints during the pandemic.
Just 12% were followed up with an inspection.
Too many frontline workers were exposed to COVID.
Taking action to get the information you deserve. News 3 Now investigates.
You may hate the color rouge. Well, now it's sapphire blue. Why stick with something you despise? So in life, the rose you just say, better get Mako.
We're just a couple of days away from
from the 2021 All-Star Game, and the Brewers have 2 more players heading to the Midsummer Classic. Making their first All-Star appearances are catcher Omar Narvaez and starting pitcher Freddie Peralta, who's actually on the bump tonight. Game 3 with the Reds, and Peralta's dealing until the 6th inning. That's where Nick Castellanos gets a hold of it. A 3-run homer for the lead. While the Brewers are staying quiet on most fronts, except Christian Yelich. In the 6th, he reaches on a bunt single. Well, the pitch gets away, and you can just see it right here for yourself. He ends up getting tagged, and definitely not happy with that call. He ends up getting tossed from the game, and I mean, this game is far from over. Tyrone Taylor eventually delivers later on to tie this game up at 3, but the Reds respond in the 9th to win this one 4-3, and the series finale is tomorrow. And at this time tomorrow, the Deer District is going to look very different as the Bucks play in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Now, throughout the playoffs, we've seen how fans have shown up and shown out for this team both inside and outside Pfizer Forum. And that support has been instrumental in how the Bucks perform. They've only lost 1 game at home during the playoffs this year, and right now they find themselves in somewhat familiar territory, down 2 games in a playoff series. Well, even though it's a different team, different circumstances, the Bucks are excited to get back on their home court and hopefully cut the Suns' lead in half.
Playing on your home court in the playoffs is a huge key. You know, it's tough to win on the road always, and it makes it a little bit sweeter to win on the road, but, you know, having that home court and that home base, home crowd behind you is, you know, huge for the adrenaline, just to give you that confidence, that extra burst, that extra energy. Sometimes it's not going to be pretty, sometimes it's going to be ugly. We just got to find a way to win 1 game at a time from here on out.
Team USA cruising through the FIBA U19 World Cup, earlier taking on Canada in the semifinals. Not the blowout they had on Friday, but a win is a win. The United States beats Canada 92-86, earning them a spot in the finals where they will face France. And it's moving day at the John Deere Classic. Steve Stricker enters the 3rd round, 7 shots off the lead. While the front 9 proved to be challenging, but Stricker catches fire on the back. He has 5 birdies, including 1 on 18 after sinking the short putt. He cards a 68 in round 3 and currently sits at 9 under overall and 7 shots off the lead. Now, after last week and seeing Adam there in the Deer District, yes, I can only imagine how crazy it's going to be tomorrow.
Yes. Especially because they're down 2 games. It's like you feel like you need a little extra oomph from the fans to help them.
If you can feel it, I'm sure the ground will be shaking there. Noted with the amount of energy that will be coming from outside.
It will be really fun out there, too. Thanks so much. We'll be right back.
As you remodel, don't toss your cabinets and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Give your items a second life while proceeds build Habitat for Humanity homes. Donate today. Habitat Restore, Dane County.
Want to know what the day's weather will be like where you live? Well, that's easy. Just ask me. Here's how. Record a short video on your phone. State your name, where you're from, and simply say,
I'm Sam from Madison. Hey, Chris, plan my day.
Then send it to me by email, and I'll give you a personal forecast right here on News 3 Now this morning. This is your chance to be on TV. So just send me a video and say,
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris, plan our day.
Plan your day with Chris, only on News 3 Now this morning. News 3 Now's call for action gets answers when you can't.
A COVID patient's care jeopardized by insurance denials. After we contacted Aetna, the company reversed course.
News 3 Now's call for action, taking action for you. Away from your TV? Not a problem. Get breaking news, weather alerts, and political coverage from the award-winning News 3 Now team. Plus, all things Madison. Stay connected anywhere with Channel 3000, Madison's #1 digital news source.
This is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze, and its mission is to make sleep feel cool. So no more night sweats, no more nocturnal baking, no high blast ceiling fans, or polar ice cap air conditioner mode. Because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers superior cooling from cover to core, helping you sleep cool all night long.
And right now, save $500 on all Breeze mattresses and get a free $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you.
Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
A Madison Magazine exclusive, the untold story of Nirvana on the 30th anniversary of Nevermind, and Madison's pivotal role in the band's runaway success, with never-seen photos and local accounts. Get your collector's issue of Madison Magazine on newsstands now. Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning top industry honors for outstanding journalism and design, including the coveted prize for general excellence in the 36th Annual National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
Download the Channel 3000 app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
If you live in Wisconsin, you probably enjoy a beer on a hot summer day, and the same goes for ice cream. So a brewery in Green Bay is taking the next logical step, of course, beer ice cream. It was added earlier this month to Badger State Brewery's menu, which has expanded in recent years from just 6 craft beers to seltzers, ciders, and even more beers.
We're always looking for new, innovative ways to kind of get customers in the door. Despite this kind of being like a beer-centric area of Green Bay, some people still are not quite sure on craft beer or kind of still assume that it's like IPAs.
While the ice cream is perfect for warm summer days, the plan is to keep it around even when the temperatures cool off again. It sounds like a great idea. I'm not sure if I would like beer ice cream.
You're right. I don't know if I want my ice cream to taste hoppy. Maybe it's good. I'm optimistic.
Right. It's kind of like a root beer flow, but I don't know.
It could be sweet. It could be sweet.
Well, I guess we just have to try. We got to try. Worth the try, definitely.
Thankfully, it's going to be warm as we look ahead to next week. So with the temperatures climbing up, it gets a little more ice cream weather-y outside for us. Tomorrow, we do have the chance for some showers and thunderstorms, mainly south of Madison. High temperatures will be in the low 70s, mid-70s on Monday, with rain chances. Rounds of rain expected to build back in for us Monday afternoon again. We'll be back in the 80s on Tuesday, mid to low 80s through the rest of the work week and into next weekend. We're going to hold on to that rain chance for much of the week, with a drier trend expected to build in by next weekend and into the following week.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.